All right, so let's finish our review. Okay, I need you guys and girls to take a look at the worksheet that's on your desk. I want to make a couple comments about mistakes that I saw while we're going through this. If you got something wrong, please fix it. And if you didn't finish something, please fill it in. This is a good review worksheet. I'm glad we did these problems. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Check your answers up there. Please make sure that you have parentheses around the denominator. If there's repeats and you don't have parentheses around the denominator, it's wrong. So check 1, 2, and 3 before I move to the next part. Does anyone need me to explain any of these further? I should probably put my parentheses there. Okay, number 4 is 28. Number 5, I'm just going to read the numbers for you. 10378 36800. 6 is 120, 7 is 1. There will not be scientific notation on the test tomorrow. At least I'm pretty sure. So don't worry about that. Number 8A is 2/5. That's completely simplified. 8B is 1/2. 8C is 1/10. Okay, before I move this up, questions on 1 through 8. Okay, number 9. I know some of you guys had trouble starting that. You can either make a tree diagram and list out the options, or you can just list them out without the tree diagram. Regardless of how you do it, there's 2 composite numbers that could be with a tail, so 2 out of 12. There's 12 possible outcomes. You get that from your tree diagram or by doing 2 times 6. There's 2 outcomes on the coin, 6 outcomes on the number cube. Number 10 is 1 over 6 factorial or 1 over 720. There's one way to get the correct order to the scientific method. There are 6 factorial ways to arrange everything in the scientific method. Okay, questions on the front page? Did you guys do okay? Okay, Eric? No, 2's prime, not composite. Thanks for checking, though. Anyone else, front page? Okay, on the back. Number 11, I know I talked to some of you about this. Does anyone need me to explain the process to you? Oh, sorry. For number 11, does anyone need me to? Okay, I know I talked to some of you, but did I miss anyone that needs the process explained? Okay, so 11, 1 over 462 is the simplified answer. Number 12 is C. If you see the word bouquet, it's kind of like group. The way you arrange flowers in a bouquet does not matter. They only asked you how many ways can 12 flowers be placed in a bouquet, so it's 12C12. You're purchasing 12 flowers, you're arranging all 12. You're not going to purchase some and only arrange some, okay? 12C12. So if they only give you one number, more than likely it's that number written twice. Kyle? No. Did you have 1 as the answer? No, you're good. No, you guys don't have to write everything out for me. Okay, 13 is permutation because of prizes, 103,776. 14 is combination. You have a scientific notation answer, 4.71 times 10 to the 13th. And mutation, please, a lot of you forgot this. There are 10 digits. We have from 0 through 9, but you're only picking 5 to arrange. So 10P5, which is 30, answer it. All right, any questions on that review? Anything you're not sure of? Which one, Gigi? Password, code, phone number is always mutation. In regards to the formulas, always. In a password, like when you're actually typing in someone's password, it has to be in the right order. Anyone? Okay, and here's what I want you to do. Ooh. Uh-oh. Hey guys, hold on. Where did it go? All right, I'm sorry. Okay, we're back. We're good. Hey, first problem on your blank piece of paper. Okay, I want you guys to do this. In a class of 12, Michael wants to go first and Asia wants to go second. Fine. Okay. Wait. Kevin. Find the probability that this will occur. So I want you to go ahead and set this up, and then we'll have someone tell us what you got for the answer. If you need to write some notes down so that you could also use this for a review, that's your call. Okay, after you think you know what the answer is, I need you to put your hand up. I'm waiting. Okay, Gigi, what do you think? Good. Brian C., can you explain the initial setup, please? Good. And then what is the favorable? What factorial is favorable? Good. So you have 10 factorial over 12 factorial. You end up with 1 over 132. Okay? Is everyone okay with those types of problems? Yes. Okay, what about letter arrangements? We okay with those? Okay, Eric, what's up? Okay, because this is the title of these types of problems is called, Jared, theoretical probability when removing sample space. So those two people that go first and second, you're removing them from the scenario because they have to go in those spots. Therefore, there are 10 factorial ways to arrange everyone else that's left in the class. I agree with you. It's like the opposite of what you think. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay, some of you guys and girls need practice with this, so I want you to write down whether you think it's just a P or just a C. Kevin. Enough. Okay, so don't solve for 1 through 4. I just want you to write down whether you think it's a P or a C, and then we'll talk about them. So just write down whether you think it's a P or a C. No, do it on here. P or C? Okay, Jared. You're fast. Brian C. All right, Will, number 1, P or C? Good. Alina, number 2? Password's always permutation. That's okay. Luke B, number 3? Okay, so can I ask you this? Last year, was it a goal of yours to be in line first, to be in the back of the bus? Yeah. Sometimes. Not just you. Shh. Was that because of the bus driver or because of... No, we had the same seat every day. We worked it out. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay. All right, so permutation. Okay, Luke. Okay, line means order matters, permutation. And then Brianna, what'd you put for 4? Say that again. Good. See, group always means combination. Eric? Well, if you ever see line, it's always permutation. I know what you... Okay, then maybe that would be different. Yeah. But in our scenarios, Kevin, in our scenarios, it's going to be P. Okay. All right, next problem. Actually, yeah, let's do this. All right, next one. Going over some compound events now. That's the only thing I have not gone over with you yet. So you choose a chess piece at random. You do not replace it. You then choose a second piece at random. Find the probability that you choose a king and then a pawn. There are 32 total pieces to save you some time. Okay, simplify your answer once you're done, please. $32 total. You'll definitely see problems like this tomorrow. There's one black, one white. Did you forget your glasses, miss? Did you forget contacts? Try. Brian. Kevin. Stop. Okay, Anastasia, what'd you get? Okay, what kind of event was that? Good job. Dependent event, so you have 2 over 32. Why do I have that in 2 different orders? 2 over 32 times 16 over 31. You end up with 1 over 31 once you completely simplify. Say that again? Oh, yeah. But then you need to simplify completely. So if it says do not replace, or if it does not say replace, it's a dependent event. Make sure your sample space is reduced by 1. Okay? All right, next question. No, you don't need to write that. Okay, what is the probability of rolling a 7 and then a 2 on a 10-sided number cube? So rolling a 7 and then a number 2 on a 10-sided number cube. Okay. Luke B., sit in your seat. Since you already yelled it out, what did you get? Say it again. Okay, no more yelling out. Okay? I mean that. Okay, 1 over 100, that was an independent event. Okay, the first time you roll it has no impact or effect on the second time that you roll it. Okay, I was going to do one more compound events, but give me a thumbs up if you feel okay with compound events. Shh, Kevin. Next time you're out of here. I mean it. Okay, thank you. Okay, next problem then, if you guys are good on those. What would you prefer, factoring or a parabola? Factoring. Neither? Okay. Okay, we're going to do one of each then, and then we're done, okay? Okay. What about adding and subtracting monomials, polynomials? Are we okay? Jared, you're good on everything, right? So I expect 100%. You could. All right. Here's the directions on this one. Are going to say factor completely. Okay, so we'll just do one factoring problem. I do have some examples with adding, subtracting, and multiplying if you think you might need it. Maybe we'll just go over the parabola formulas together instead of doing a problem. Maybe that's what we'll do. Anastasia, did you get it? Shh, Brian C., enough, okay? Good, awesome. Take out the GCF first. Good. Guys and girls, there's a GCF on this problem, don't forget. AC grouping.
No, I thought we were
No, just factor. Good job. Awesome. And I think that you guys are going to do really well tomorrow. Good, just keep the GCF in front. Very good. Good. Luke, settle down, okay? Okay, then you need to raise your hand. You don't sit there and yell. You know that. Okay, those factors are right.
Yeah, I was.
Okay, did you take out a GCF?
Yeah, I took it.
Okay, so, okay, you need to now cross off the middle term, and you replace it with minus 7x minus 1x. And then you group from there. Okay, so now you got to write it all in one line, Luke. Take out the GCF, take out the GCF. Okay? Yeah, but you got to keep going. All right. Let me show you this. Oh, I guess I don't have it up here. Luke, do you want me to go through the steps up here?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. All right, so the answer on this is -1 and then 7x minus 1, x minus 1. Brian, quit. Does anyone have questions on the steps here or the factors that you should have used? Alina? Okay, let me just real quick. So the factors you should have used are -7 and -1. Did you use that? Has to multiply to 7, but add to -8. Alina, did you use those factors? You sure? Did you put the 7 first or the 1 first? So then group, and Luke B, this is where you left off too. Group, take out the GCF, you're left with x minus 1. Take out the GCF, you're left with x minus 1. Eric, the binomial that's repeated is x minus 1. Write that once. What you're left with in front, write that again, and that's it. Okay, does that make sense though? Okay. Any other factoring problems? Do you guys have questions on? Go ahead, Eric.
What chapter are the videos for the whole factor?
It's under the gold. It's under chapter 8. It says chapter 8 videos. Okay. All right. So let me ask you this: how do you find concavity? Who can tell us how to find concavity? Maddie. Good. Look at the A value. If it's positive, concave up. If it's negative, concave down. How do you find axis of symmetry? You don't have to write it down. Brianna, how do you find it? Good. Negative B over 2A. Please make sure you have x equals. Your axis of symmetry is a vertical line. Make sure that you have it drawn tomorrow. Okay, the y-intercept. Well, good. 0, comma C. The vertex. Anna. Well, that's reflection point. Vertex. Yep. So axis of symmetry, comma y. You store this value, and just in case you forget this part, you do -2 stow x, hit enter, and then you type in the original problem, hit enter. Whatever whatever the answer is on your calculator, you put that here. Okay? All right. Reflection point, Eric? Good. 2 times the axis of symmetry, comma y-intercept. Jared, how do you solve for any x-intercept? Grouping or in general. Good. Factor for any x-intercept, you're either going to have 2 or 1 solutions depending on how many times it crosses the x-axis, or if these are different, 2 solutions. If these are the same, 1 solution. Luke B? Just 1. And just so you know, because the sub probably won't tell you, the scale is by 1 on the parabola problem tomorrow. Just keep that in mind. Okay, let me show you 2 more things, and then we'll be done. On a problem like this, what would you do first? You don't have to do it. Just I want someone to tell us. What would you do first? Anastasia, what would you do first? Good. So rewrite this polynomial, distribute the negative through, and then you would combine like terms. So after you distribute the negative through, that becomes a plus. When you're adding, do you add exponents? No, don't add exponents when you're adding or subtracting. Okay, on this one, don't forget a binomial times a trinomial. Take this term times everything. Take this term times everything. Distribute each of them, and then combine like terms. Okay, that's all I have. Do you guys have any other questions for me? Should I expect all A's tomorrow? What is, I'm just curious, hold on, before you get packed up, what is still difficult? I'm just curious. No, you won't. All right, you guys can get packed up. No.